It's Monday the 15th of September 2014. It's a brand new week. A very good afternoon to all our viewers and welcome to Lunchtime News. Coming to you live from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Joel Outschool. Let's first take a look at your headlines for this afternoon. Environmentalists charge that over 100 elephant cubs are being held captive illegally. Public being burdened with the losses of the Petroleum Corporation, an allegation from Minister Partili Champika Ranawaka. Strong typhoon slams the northern Philippines, forcing thousands to flee. Starting off with local news this afternoon, environmentalists say they have received reports of 100 elephant cubs being held in captivity illegally. Environmentalist Pubudu Vijayaratne says that certain persons are holding these cubs captive using false documentation. He says that wildlife officials have failed to enforce the law against individuals who are holding elephant cubs captive illegally.
We have observed that there are more than 100 elephant calves that have been captured from the wild and are being held captive using false documentation all across the island. Another factor is that when these calves are seized, it is discovered that their appearance does not match the photograph on the false registration documents. This is because a large number of the calves that have been taken captive in this fashion have passed away and they are using other elephants.
We
will enforce the law against such individuals. We have also received complaints of persons who are holding adult elephants captive illegally. We have commenced extensive investigations. We have already seized a number of elephant calves that were being held captive illegally, and the trials of these cases are underway. At the same time, we have commenced investigations into several suspicious cases.
In some weather news this afternoon, the Met Department is forecasting scattered showers in sea areas along the coast extending from Puttalam to Hambantota via Colombo and Galle, and heavy rainfall or thunder showers in other sea areas around the island.
The Met Department warns that wind speeds in deep and shallow seas off the coast of the island and in the Bay of Bengal could reach between 60 to 80 kilometers per hour at times. The department warns fishing and naval communities to exercise caution as the winds could cause rough seas. Furthermore, the Met Department is forecasting scattered showers in the central and Sabaragamuwa provinces. Several spells of showers could be experienced in the western, northwestern and southern provinces.
Well, on an unusual note, a cobra and 50 hatchlings have been discovered in an anthill in the backyard of a house in Kattakadu, Ranna. Our reporter says the mother cobra discovered this morning is about 6 feet in length, while her hatchlings are about a foot long. Area residents say they plan to release the serpents into a nearby forest. Still in local news, the Sri Lanka Railway Department has taken steps to add a luxury compartment to the train plying from Colombo Fort to Mathura. Railway Superintendent L.A.R. Ratnayaka said that the luxury compartment would be added to the train that leaves Colombo at 6:30 in the morning. He added that the service would commence from the 20th of this month and that a ticket from Colombo to Galle would cost 800 rupees, while a ticket from Colombo to Mathura would cost 1,000 rupees. You're watching Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. Coming up later on in the news. United States beats Serbia to win the Basketball World Cup. Well, if you just tuned in, you're watching Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. Still in local news, the 29th Newsfirst Report workshop was held at the Saira National School Auditorium yesterday. The workshop, which was held in both Sinhalese and Tamil medium, provided insights into areas such as citizen journalism, mass communication, news reporting and imparting practical knowledge on aspects of journalism.
We learned as to what a news item is, how a script is compiled and how it should be reported. Newsfirst has provided us with an opportunity to give out our news to the media.
First,
Before a provincial correspondent can arrive at a location to cover a story, this initiative, where a U reporter can instantly cover the event, is most applicable in today's society.
In one of our headline-making news this afternoon, Partili Champika Ranawaka, the Minister of Technology and Research, reiterates that a fuel pricing formula is a necessity for the country. Minister Ranawaka further points out that while the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, which has been appointed for this purpose, has not been conferred this power, the public too have a right to know that the bills they are paying are correct.
A clear fuel pricing formula is a necessity for this country. We need to know whether we are paying the true cost of our petrol and electricity. The commission appointed for this purpose has not been given the power, and that is the Public Utilities Commission. As consumers, we have the right to know. It should be made public. We need to know how much tax we are paying and how much we are paying for the actual fuel. I call upon all of you to read the 2013 annual report for the Petroleum Corporation. It says that a litre of 90-octane petrol is 95 rupees, but it's sold for 161 rupees. A pricing formula is a necessity. When the Petroleum Corporation incurs losses, who foots the bill? It's the ordinary citizen. It is the same with electricity. The Minister Secretary has promised that come January, the electricity bill would be revised and the fuel adjustment charge would be removed. But that has not happened. But it is clear that some sort of relief can be given.
The countdown has begun for the Uva Provincial Council election. Up next is our special segment, The Battle for Uva. How did they pay public sector employees wages last month? How did they pay it when the government does not have a cent? They pay wages in the country by taking loans from the banks. There isn't a cent in the treasury. It has been emptied. And now they say that the economy is on the up.
God will punish those who sling mud, so they must be careful when slinging mud. Andrukumar Disanayak is the one who scolds us the most. It has only been a few months since he became the leader, and he is scolding the president, and he is scolding us for building roads and carpeting them, claiming that we are thieving from it.
This government must be taught a good lesson. It must be a lesson they will remember. This government has done nothing. They won the last provincial council election by highlighting the end of the war. They said they would develop the country. But 5 years later, what have they done for the provincial council? Nothing. It is a government that has accepted defeat.
The electricity supply has been increased from 22% to 90%. The internal road network has become a carpeted road network. The rural road development program has been initiated. The people of Mahiyangane never asked for tap water. But these ministers have taken steps to provide tap water at a cost of 300 million.
They say you have received a miracle. But have you, even in jest, experienced even a touch of that miracle? Have you seen this miracle in your sleep? Have you dreamt about it? At present, even when you fall asleep, you wake up in fear sadly, wondering whether the demon will bring the electricity bill tomorrow. This is what the people see in their dreams today. Well, today is day 7 of the Dampal Riyasarya convoy organized to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of late Anagarika Dharmapala. The Dampal Riyasarya will be on display at the Pitabadara Banagala Silaratana Ramya in Akurasa. The Sobanamaligawa vehicle used by Anagarika Dharmapala in spreading his message across the country is also showcased in this convoy. The passport of Anagarika Dharmapala and a book written in his handwriting are also on display. Children as well as adults were awarded the opportunity to witness the exhibition, which included a number of memorabilia. The initiative is jointly organized by Newsfirst and the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society. In some local sporting news, the Minister of Sports has instructed the President and Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket once again to work with mutual cooperation. The Minister of Sports has instructed the President and Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket once again to work with mutual cooperation. And they were called to the Ministry of Sports by the Minister this morning. The Minister of Sports had instructed the pair to resolve differences of opinion and problems in administration and move forward. The Ministry of Sports notes that the Minister had stated during this discussion that if the prevailing confrontational environment has a negative impact on the sport in the country, this will be made to seek a different course of action. Well, with that, we wrap up Lunchtime News for today. It was nice having you with us on our Lunchtime News Bulletin. Join us again at 1:55 for our live at 55 updates. I'm Joel Outscreen for Newsfirst. Have yourself a great day.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.